Here we go then, we're winding up for another Austrian classic last lap showdown. This time it's in Moto3, Garcia versus Acosta. Will Acosta try and fight through on the brakes into turn one? He certainly is. You can see him, KTM out of shape, he's got the inside line and he leads.
Yeah, block pass, but he's in the green there. Was he in the green? Now that could be really crucial.
Yeah.
It's the final lap. Race direction, we'll have a good look at that, but for the time being we'll call it as we see it. Garcia, he's on the wrong side there of Acosta. Can he get back into the slipstream and retaliate on the brakes into turn three? He's going to have a long look. The door's open. He's going through. It's a block pass. There's contact.
They rub there clearly. Acosta out well wide at turn number 3. Garcia then that leads. He found that tight space up the inside of his fellow Spaniard into turn 3. Garcia then dropping down the into turn 4. This is a good overtaking spot, but Acosta's not close enough.
Race direction are going to have quite a bit of thinking to do, I think, at the end of this one. So can Pedro Acosta find his way through? He had a little dress rehearsal into turn 6 on the last lap. Will he dare to try this time? No.
Garcia running that tight defensive sweep into turn 6. Acosta, time is running out here. He's got 3 corners remaining. They'll attack hard into turn 7. It could be Marquez and Dovizioso all over again in the lightweight category here. Garcia, though, will have the advantage as they sweep through turn number 8. 2 corners remaining. Pedro Acosta, the World Championship leader. Can he find a way through to take a 5th victory of the stellar season? Here he comes down the hill to turn 9. He's got the inside line.
Garcia's gone down! Can you believe it? Garcia crashes out. Acosta's on the green as well. What's going to happen here? The checkered flag is out and Acosta will take it. But is there more that meets the eye to this story? Acosta wins here, we think, in the Grand Prix of Styria. What an extraordinary story.
Drama. Sergio Garcia's rebound, he's still going to finish 2nd.
Incredible! And
Finati! You cannot take your eyes off of this one. Unbelievable. Pedro Acosta has taken the checkered flag first. The stewards, they'll be keeping a close eye on track limits. Sergio Garcia down the hill into turn 9, crashes, remounts and still finishes 2nd. Finati takes 3rd from Jaume Masia. What a race. It's a Spielberg thriller in Moto3.
Wow. They're all celebrating with Pedro Acosta. I really would love to see what happened on the exit first of turn 1 on the last lap, because I think if Acosta's gone in the green there, race direction have a bit of an issue here, and you never know, Garcia could end up taking the spoils. This is not a complete result yet, folks. We're going to have to wait and see what they say upstairs. Fascinating final lap. What an encounter. It was a chess match all the way, and it really did open up, and it was all guns blazing on the last lap. Acosta thinks he's got it, and if he has, it will be a 5th win of 2021. There's poor Dennis Onju, who crosses the line ultimately in 21st. He was supposed to start on pole, but it went horribly wrong after they made a tyre change too late. Now, here's the last lap. This is downhill. This is the moment where they touch and they crash. There's nothing in that. So, for a start, that's just a Garcia crash. Turn 1 on the last lap. On the exit was Pedro Acosta in the green.
And somehow, bike and rider careering through the gravel trap, Sergio Garcia remounts and still takes 2nd place. Such was his commanding advantage over Finati and Masia behind him.
Guys, because Costa overtook, it made Sergio run a little bit wider off of the dry line onto the damp. That's why he fell.
Thanks for that, Simon. This is such an interesting one, isn't it? Pedro Acosta is convinced that it's his, and it may well be. The KTM fans are certainly happy with what they've seen. What a star he is. What an extraordinary story. He's heading out. He can even ride on the grass.
Wet grass one-handed. Is there anything that this kid can't do? That's in front of the famous KTM grandstand. Pedro Acosta. Brilliance again from the Spanish teenager. What a future star in the making we have here. He's got to be careful here. He doesn't want to chuck it in the wet grass on the cool-down lap. Sergio Garcia takes 2nd after that spill at the penultimate corner, and Finati just pinched the final podium place from Jaume Masia coming out the final corner. Huge credit goes to Sergio Garcia. He could not really have done any more rousing fight from him throughout that Grand Prix, and such a epic last lap battle. This was at turn 3, lost the lead at turn 1, and then there was that nudge. Neither of them wanted to give an inch, not even a millimetre up at turn 3, did they? That launched Acosta way off circuit, going through turn, or on the exit of turn 3.
Yeah, there'll be no issue with this one. I mean, there's contact there, but Acosta can't go anywhere other than onto the green. That sort of reminds me a little bit of what we saw last year here in MotoGP.
Yeah, with Miller and Polispargo at the last corner, absolutely.